y'all, I'm Miss Katie. Welcome to Project 54 here at Heritage Ways. Today we are in Classic Desserts Week, Episode 7, one of Mr. Patient's favorite desserts, pineapple upside down cake. We're going to make it even better because we're going to make it in cast iron. Y'all know I love my cast iron. You can't beat it with a great big stick. It is awesome. It is classic. It is Southern classic, I guess kind of like me. Let's get started with Episode 7, Pineapple Upside Down Cake. I want to tell you before we get started that thanks to 3 of our patrons over on Patreon, we were able to make this video today. Those are Joel and Deb, Tracy P, and Jeff and Terry. So thanks to those 3 families for sponsoring us, for being patrons of Heritage Ways, and supporting our ministry of honoring home, celebrating heritage, and spreading hope. If you would like to know what perks and extra content and exclusive material they receive, just check the link down below and it'll tell you all about it. Let's get started. Okay, in your cast iron skillet, this is an 8-inch, put a stick of butter, turn the oven on 350, throw this in the oven to melt the butter. Alright, then you're going to want to open a small can of pineapple, but I don't have a small can, so this will do. I'll use the additional pineapple for maybe a pineapple salad or something like that, or just eat. These are pineapple slices, and then you will need a jar of whole maraschino cherries. These are the cherries that are in the syrup that you're going to find on the shelf at the grocery store. Okay, while my butter is melting in the skillet, I'll set aside my 1 cup of brown sugar, and that's what I'm going to mix with my melted butter. In the meantime, I have 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I use Himalayan sea salt or pink salt. 1 cup of sugar. I use organic cane sugar. A teaspoon of baking powder. 3 eggs. I'm going to crack them and whisk them in this bowl or beat them lightly. These are nice big eggs, farm fresh. Eggshells go to the compost. 3 eggs to the mixture. And 5 tablespoons of pineapple juice. So, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I have my 1 stick of melted butter in the cast iron. I'm going to add 1 cup of brown sugar. Kind of get that mixed up together right here in the skillet. And then just kind of let it evenly coat the bottom of the pan there. You're not going to get every bit of it combined. That's really okay. Now for your classic look, for the final presentation, you're going to need to put your pineapple rings right there on top of that brown sugar and butter mixture. It's time for a hospitality tip. An attitude of kindness never goes out of style. You know, the original recipe calls for a small can, but I'm going to recommend the larger can because this leaves me with 3 rings left over. And I don't think I would have had enough pineapple slices had I used a smaller can. And let's put that decorative maraschino cherry right there in the middle. You could use a half if you wanted to, I suppose. Look at that. It's already pretty, and we are just a little bit into it here. Woo-wee. And we're just going to pour this batter right here on top of our mixture and put it in a 350 oven for 35 to 40 minutes. We're going to let this delicious looking and smelling cake cool until we can turn it over and on our plate there. So we're going to let it cool to the touch. I'm going to say 15, 20, maybe even upwards of 30 minutes. I'd say it's been roughly maybe 20 or so minutes that we've let it cool. We're going to turn it onto this plate. It's just an oversized dinner plate that actually I got at the thrift store. Let's hope it turns out right. Literally turns out. Here we go. Oh, I'm nervous. Oh my. It's crooked on the plate, but look at that. Come here, Mr. Patient. It's making a mess on the plate. I should have had a bigger plate. This is pineapple upside down cake. This is classic desserts week.
I like desserts.
Your shirt matches our cake there. We're running off of the plate now. I'm gonna cut you a wedge. It's still warm.
That's okay.
Oh my.
I like warm cakes and stuff.
Kind of didn't get centered on the, but you know what? As you say, what do you say?
It'll eat.
It'll eat. Okay, why don't you try my pineapple upside down cake?
I can do that.
I hope you'll keep joining us this week for more classic desserts. This is an old tried and true. One of your favorites in cast iron.
My granny used to make all the time.
Your granny made that too. Okay, just like we talked about the banana pudding the other day.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, my grandfather had a sweet tooth. He couldn't not have a meal without having dessert. He always had to have dessert, so she had a dessert every night for his
Really? And he was never an overweight man.
He worked hard.
Worked hard. Oh, that's the key,
He worked
isn't it?
hard.
Working hard, physical
Pineapple
work.
upside down cake. It's one of my favorites, and I think you guys will like it too. So thank y'all for watching. Thank you for being here at Heritage Ways. Y'all come back tomorrow for another classic cake or classic dessert.
Thanks, y'all.